The idea of design to motivate creativity comes from a personal research, comes from a personal understanding about how can we develop a different learning approach, yeah? Different experiences approach to motivate and generate different creativity. So if we see the sentence, we have three different words in this sentence: design, motivate, and creativity. And if we start for the first one, yes, design. Design comes from the word designo, from Latin word, designo. That means mark, I sign. And if I work collaboratively, it's my sign. And in my mark, it's my mark, it's my personality, it is my individuality that I share with my colleagues if I work in group, and if I share, like, creating a song, if I work by myself, you know? A picture is part of my life. This is not a picture of my class, primary class, by the way. So, but this was the approach in Italy in the 1980s. And I think, and I've heard, also the same approach, hierarchical approach also here. So I had a visual art teacher that she asked me about to copy a kind of design, the kind of artwork like that. And I didn't have a lot of artistic skill. I'm very, very rubbish on drawing things, so by the way. And so she asked me about to draw those kind of things. And I didn't develop a lot of skills, artistic skills, so I did my best. But compared to one that has outcomes very, very good, I was really, really poor. And this education is still based on outcomes. It's still based on standardizations, instead of thinking about how different we are. In a movement that we do every single day, we express our identity and our creativity. If you think about your signature, yes. If you think about a signature, a simple movement, yeah? A simple movement, a simple signature. In one movement, just one movement, we express ourselves. You can understand our personality. You can understand how and the way that we are. If we are creative, or if we are not really creative, but traditional. And I can divide this signature, careful if you sign checks. Yeah? I can divide this kind of signature in two different signatures. The traditional ones, so related to, if we can give an example about Rembrandt, very clear, so you can understand every single letter. And Miro, completely different, very artistic. Yeah? Now, my question to you. Yes, my question to you. Do you feel more Rembrandt, traditional, when you have your signature, or do you feel more like Miro? So do you feel like traditional when you think about your signature? How many of you, they feels like Rembrandt? Can you raise your hand? Rembrandt? Very clear when you sign your documents of checks. What about Miro? Anyone? A few about Miro. So okay, we have a kind of balance. Me too. I'm more like Miro. So I like scribble. Very, very easy to do that, right? Let's see if I can do that. Framework. Yes. Let's see. Yeah, it works. Okay. Perfect. Dolly and Withoff in 2012, they designed a framework based on designing, not based on other things. But I can think that we can use these frameworks, also the framework, in different contexts, like education, like music, and like leadership. And let's try to do something together. Yeah? To have these framework, we need to have positive and negative energy. How are you with positive energy? Okay, you're very quiet today. How about negative energy? Okay, so we need to have both. We need to be fluid and have both together. Now, if I ask you to do, can I ask you to sing a note? Just this side. 3, 2, 1. A bit longer. 3, 2, 1. Oh, can I ask you to sing another note? 3, 2, 1. Oh, you're very excited today. 3, 2, 1. Just a note. Oh, oh, oh. Ready? 3, 2, 1. One at a time. Oh. The second one. Oh. The third one. Okay. 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 Let's do it in a different way. Let's change it in a different way. Yeah. Let's try with rhythm instead of melody. So rhythm, I'll tell you the rhythm that you have to do. Can you say boom? 3, 2, 1. Let's try with you. Can you say cha, cha? 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Now, can you say ping? 3, 2, 1. Yes, very good. Now, can we try to combine the three together and to... Now, let's try to create something really, a good groove, yeah? Boom, cha, cha, bing, boom, cha, cha. Ready? Shall we try? Come on, we can do that. 3, 2, 1, hold. Okay, now let's try to add something different, yeah? Let's create something difficult now. I need your help. We need to see if this framework is going to be good for us, in our context, yeah? I will ask you to repeat all the time the same pattern. So, boom, cha, cha, ding, boom, cha, cha. Ready? I'll give you the beat. 3, 2, 1, hop. Keep going. You are amazing. Yes. Well done. Now, if we move on the second word, motivate. Motivate comes from movere, Latin word from movere. And the first one they talk about motivation was Aristotle. The previous one was talking about philosophy. Aristotle was the first one that talks about motivate. So move. We move because we are looking for outcomes. And in 1954, one that the Maslow talked about design hierarchy of needs. So in these needs, he defined 5 different steps. If we achieve the first one, we move on the second one and go on. So hierarchical, right? So vertical. The first one, psychological. So if we fill the basic needs, we can move on to the next step. Yeah? The second one, safety. When we feel safe and we are in a family, we move on to the next step. On belonging, belonging our family. If we feel safe and we feel safe with our belonging, we move on to the next step. That is esteem. Esteem comes where we are brave enough to be on a stage. And the last one is the self-actualization. It's the top of the hierarchical process. When we are very, very brave to move on and to be a risk-taker. Now, in the 1969, Alderfer changed it from the 5 to 3, and instead of be vertical, horizontal. He said that we can fulfill our needs at the same time, 2 or 3 needs at the same time. Just thinking about, if you think about teenagers, they fulfill all the needs at the same time. They think about school, think about grades, think about family, think about relationship. They fulfill every single step at the same time. And this is amazing. It's fantastic. And if we go back, creativity comes from the Greek word poiein, that means make things. And in the Latin, we change this in creatio. So we make things, and after we create things, right? And Gardner, in 1983, defined multiple intelligences. We are different. As I say, we are different. We have different approaches. We have different kinds of learning. And it's really, really important that we understand the way that we learn. As I said at the beginning, I didn't have a lot of artistic skills. So I was penalized comparing one that was on the top. My skills and my talents are musical talents. And I'm really, really enjoying that. And as we are different, we need to understand the students that we have in front of us, the leaders that we have in front of us, the teachers that we have in front of us. And we need to understand the skills and motivate them and inspire them and ignite them, right? If the idea, the theme of the conference is education for transformation, we need to change it in the education. But together, only together, we can have a lot of power to transform the educational process. If not, we are still based on the standardization, and we don't ignite students that are different, that are diverse. They need a lot of different skills that we need to push and motivate. Çok sağ ol.